So we're talking about pre-approvals versus pre-qualification, and it seems like we've talked a lot about this over the years, but there are still clients that come to me that go to another lender and essentially get a pre-qualification instead of a pre-approval. And there's some reasons that are really important to understand. Is a pre-qualification is typically a lender looking at some sort of credit report, listening to what you say over the phone as far as your income, and then issuing a letter. They're not reviewing documentation like tax returns, pay stubs, bank statements, all these different things. And why is that important? Because in our minds, we think that we make X amount of money, but on paper, it could look different to the good and bad. And so this week, I actually ran into a scenario where there's another lender that also likes to talk about rockets and sending people to space with their mortgages, but they essentially issued a pre-approval or a pre-qualification letter based on a self-employed borrower, when you really don't know what a self-employed borrower makes for income until you look at tax returns. And how's this all come together is when you go to make your offer, the seller wants to know that you are solid, that if they take your offer, you're going to close. So number one, if they take that offer and then it explodes, then the buyer's wasted money, the seller's wasted time. And that's why typically if a listing agent catches on that a buyer has a pre-qualification letter, you're going to get stopped in your tracks and you're going to have to do a pre-approval, and you could miss out on the property, or you just could have a bunch of drama throughout the process. So make sure you're asking those questions. I know a lot of times we want to make things super easy, and when we hear we have to give paperwork, but the easier, softer way is not always the best way. So make sure you're getting a solid pre-approval up front, that you supplied the documentation and your letter actually states that. So with that, we always do that on the Family Mortgage team. If you have any questions about it, you can always hit us up, and I hope you have a great day.